Yo guys, what up mga idolo? Ito ang East versus West All-Stars kung saan nag-MVP si Michael Jordan. Pero hindi ako sure kung kaya natin i-3 stars to kasi kailangan ng 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 40 points. Malalakas kalaban natin. Andyan si Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, marami pa boy. Tingnan natin.
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he can get past the defense and
legend
use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships.
Tama.
Without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top. All the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
Larry Bird. Mamo ng ano to 80s Bowie.
The L weaving its way through these quiet winter streets as all the action is inside the raucous Chicago Stadium.
To the All-Star Game. Let's meet the starters for the West. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, and all-star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Akeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first All-Star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Fat Lever. And the NBA leader in assists. In his 8th All-Star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9",
Johnson.
Irvin Magic Johnson. Ooh. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Stars. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference.
Larry Bird yan.
A 3-time most valuable player, an all-star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics. 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players. In his 3rd All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an all-star for the 10th time. One of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets. 6'10", Moses Malone.
Kaso hindi lahat ng all-star nilalagay nila dito kasi sa copyright issues ata or ayaw mga player.
This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance from the Detroit Pistons. 6'1", Isaiah Thomas.
I see ya.
And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals, and All-Star each of his 4 seasons, the charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
So much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course, so you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion, and that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominic Wilkins with Larry Bird the forward. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominic Wilkins with Larry Bird the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
First
and Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those 2.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. And both free throws good for Malone. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower.
Clock at 6. No good on that one. Bird with some nice D. Johnson against Jordan. Malone trying to break free. The shot's good from Jordan. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well.
Here's Jordan. Johnson, the pass to Lever. And that's collected by Malone. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch.
Pero kasi pag nagpo-out tayo sa rebound,
And plenty of subplots to this game.
baka mawala tayo sa laro.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, this story has never gone away over the years, guys. Isaiah Thomas is, of course, a native Chicagoan, but you'll still hear some boos today from Bulls fans. That's because at that All-Star game a couple of years ago, people questioned whether Isaiah goes out.
For what it's worth, Clark, Isaiah Thomas denies there was a freeze-out, and Jordan himself says, I never said it. So what do you think?
But the reality is, we probably never will know the full story.
And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. The home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Here's English. Following the basket by Larry Bird. From 12 feet out. That one a
Putik,
little
laki ni
long.
Bird.
The East leading by 6. Jordan outside.
Uy.
Good, and
Uy.
the assist goes to Malone. Jordan's got 8. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading
Kailangan
scorer
din kasi
by a
natin
mile,
maka
but
40
Clark
points.
Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the defensive
Pero mahirap
player of
kasi
the
yung
year.
He is the true
Rebound, lalo kung
definition of a
magagaling
two-way
mag-shoot tong mga
player. Gets it
kalaban.
done at a high.
Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And you know,
Your way,
a lot of
mother.
those records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Boom.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Doherty, he's checked in for Malone. Ewing comes in for Bird. And it's Rivers in for Isaiah Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for Malone. McDaniels checked in for English. Clyde Drexler is subbed in for Johnson. Clark, amidst this all-star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please.
Dapat open tayo sa loob
Kareem
din.
looking at record for all-star scoring. Isn't that
Uy.
something?
It really is.
Well,
Needs
top
just 10
is-
points to do it, Kevin, and you gotta love his
Ay.
chances.
Ang tanga.
I mean, that's a
Gusto ko
layup for
sana
him.
kasi si Jordan lang maka-score. Dakdak ko sana yun, oh.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball,
Okay lang.
giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, life bomb in NBA history, Clark, and all-star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight, Brad Doherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
Danny Ainge is checked in for Dominic Wilkins.
And at 26 points per game, Drexler ranks 7th in the league in scoring. His Blazers playing catch-up with the Lakers,
Uy,
though.
gagi,
Their
ba't
improved
ito?
defense has helped them overcome
Suot
some
naman.
early injuries. The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but
Pass to Worthy from downtown.
Ayun, naagaw pa ni
And we
ano.
reach the end of the first quarter. The East All-Stars lead by
Game
9.
over naman.
And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Everyone to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. Jordan with it.
and the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
Back to Ewing. Second shot opportunity. Patrick Ewing goes a load inside the paint. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the
Okay, tapos na tayo sa assist, rebound, and score na lang.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Malone is out there with the guard. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Kareem. And it's Drexler in at the 2. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine. And Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Star.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Doherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Uy, libre.
And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
Look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from Johnson. Jordan on the wing. Ewing trying to get open. And there's Michael Jordan. The assist by Rivers. Jordan's got 4 this quarter. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check for Zenischen Fund.
Ito na.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
Iwing na naman.
Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
Ay, Magic Johnson. Laki.
Johnson again. Back to Aguirre. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Myers got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. Catching up on the changes for the East. Malone's checked in for Ewing. Wilkins comes in for Larry Bird. And Thomas subbed in for Doc
Sige,
Rivers.
stress nyo na
The West All-Star
Talaw, dami.
passes it to Drexler. 6 on the shot clock. English on the wing. Shoots over Wilkins. No good that time. And the East now will go the other way with it. Outside Jordan. The 9-foot shot. Malone kicks to McHale. Here's Jordan. The West All-Stars pull it in.
Kailangan ko lang ng rebound.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Naku, libre.
Johnson with it. Malone on him. And Johnson with the stuff.
Magic Johnson in his 8th All-Star game now, 2nd in All-Star votes this year, and he hosts his own All-Star game in the summer in LA as a fundraiser. And I understand it's quite an event.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Magic
Thank you,
Johnson.
Kevin. Oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know. Pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you.
Akala ko si Jordan gamit
He's coming out
natin.
here
Kay Thomas
after
pala.
spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about, and I'm the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire
Susuntok ko
NBA.
na.
Yes, sir. Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks.
Now, here's Jordan. 11 points in the game. Look at the soft touch of Michael Jordan.
And we know Jordan is a master from the mid-range, whether he's squared up or...
Comes to Abdul-Jabbar.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Here's English. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. English has got his second basket of the
tayo
game.
at 2 stars.
You know, people
1
said
star.
Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game.
Pinapaulan
So
na
much
ng
for
dos.
being too skinny. Another big night for Jordan. What a natural score.
Puti, kailangan ko na rebound. Bigyan niya ako na rebound. Shot mo na.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Malone. And he misses his first shot.
That's the end.
You know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones. Working his way inside for a high percentage look there. Nicely done.
Malone is out there with Bird. Then it's Jordan.
Kaso pag pinabayaan ng
Then
mga
it's
asin
Thomas.
natin, mga
That's
assist na sila ng
Wilkins
mga
in at the
assist,
three
mga
spot.
all-star
So that's the
player
5
yan.
in the game for the East. Now here's Lever. No points in the game yet for him.
Shoot to.
Malone's shot good. And of the players in tonight's All-Star game, Clark, two have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out
kala
of
ko
the last
rebound na.
4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
And Clark, a slow start for Michael Jordan is beginning now to get some momentum.
Ayun, nakagaw pa niya, no?
And the fans starting to take notice. They're feeling it a little bit, making some noise. They're certainly hoping he can make it happen.
And not many out there who can elevate like Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
The West trails by 18. Here's Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one. So he'll shoot 2 here.
Larry Bird, second personal
The
foul.
West All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting from the West, Magic Johnson.
Kailangan talaga natin boy
That one
mga
falls for Johnson. And the East with the lead.
rebound.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The pass to Jordan. Driving inside. And Jordan throws it down.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Here's West now. It's an 18-point game. Malone outside. Back to Johnson. Some nice passing here by the West. Wound up there for Johnson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did, and the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. The West trails by 16. And here's Malone. The putback. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man.
Talaga kaya natin.
Clark wide open, high scoring both ways.
These tremendous All-Stars are putting on a tremendous show, Kevin.
What a blast.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the board of governors at the next.
Lever finds Olajuwon. Shoots over Malone. Olajuwon can't hit.
Talaga
The East lead
mga
by
rebound.
16. Here's Jordan. Good, nice job down low. Jordan's got 12 points now in the quarter. And Clark,
Makakamayan lang talaga tayo dito.
think that
2
will
stars.
result in more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out off the ball. You know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
Count it. Jordan's got 39.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy. And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. And you think about adjusting, Clark, how about the All-Star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team.
A rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going, but I think these guys so enjoy being part of this. That sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. Now the dish to Drexler. Abdul-Jabbar outside.
Laki.
Johnson up top. Wide open look. The West again.
Ball
Cannot
naman
hit.
ito ni ano.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And the dunk by Jordan. And Jordan
Yung rebound na lang
within
talaga
reach of
mga
the
tol.
record.
Hindi talaga
He's
kaya.
almost there. Keep that pedal to the metal is what I say.
Here's McDaniel, the scoreboard for him. Looking to end the run. And Donaldson gets it to go. And the 7-2 center from the Mavericks, James Donaldson.
You know, I think think he's the only lefty in this game. Larry Bird.
And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game, set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin, and it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
And it goes to game 2 points. Donaldson's got his second basket. And in his 8th season in the NBA, James Donaldson making Clark his first All-Star appearance.
And you know, Kevin, before his NBA career, he actually played his first professional season in Italy. So he's taking the path less traveled for sure.
He said, arrivederci to Italy to come to the NBA.
Yes, he did.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the East All-Stars. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Right back after... Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA.
Sila, di ba? Why not coconut? Coconut.
Here's Johnson.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that's...
And there's Malone. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5 down low. From deep. No good. While you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are...
East Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
It sure has been. Malone's gone 1 of 4 from the
Si
field.
Larry Bird naman pa siya din natin.
Here's Bird.
Wala ka.
He doesn't hit that one. And the West will go the other way now. From 10 feet out, and he nails the jumper.
And Fat Lever, snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well, best by a mile for NBA guards. Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up.
Shoots over Jordan. Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside. And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Johnson dishes to Malone. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
And the 6'9" forward, Karl Malone out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Ewing.
Si Jordan kanina,
And Thomas
ba't di ko
subbed in for
nga
Rivers. And West also making a switch.
Pwede pala natin
English is checked in.
tapos
One thing
papasukin
the
natin sa
league
loob.
has done since Mark is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Malone can't hit.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Jordan, so sweet to watch in the air. What a treat.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. English outside. Passes it to Lever. Plenty of space. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good. Jordan's got 47 points.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. Lever outside. Pass to English. The shot. No good. Nice D from Bird. The East leading by 22. Thomas. Tremendous pass from Bird. He can do it all.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
Olajuwon, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
The 17-footer doesn't get it to drop for him. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Johnson against Jordan. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Johnson can't hit. And they've been moving the ball, Clark, really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. Catching the defense off guard that time with the pull-up.
Rebound kailangan natin, hindi natin kailangan ng shoot.
Johnson kicks to Lever. Olajuwon. They need this. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Jordan outside.
Yun na, para makarebound ang kaso talaga pala abot. Okay, papasukan nyo.
Johnson surveying the floor. And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in. Clark, they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were a stronger team and should have been favored. But you still got to go out and prove it. And they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Ay, 5 rebounds. Okay lang yan. Bawi next slide. So, hanggang dito na lang muna ulit. Peace.